loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win.
On second down, it's White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Travis Kelce.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Mahomes to throw once more, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down and...
And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete, right around the 8.
Yeah, the Chiefs...
That's another Kansas City.
Are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 79 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Bunker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look complete.
Complete to Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman, his numbers from a week ago. 5 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Patriots.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
The pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
And 4 at the 44-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Jacob Hollister. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll continue to look for more catches like that from N'Keal Harry. He was New England's first pick in the 2019 draft. Had a disappointing rookie season, though. Only 12 catches for 105 yards and just 2 touchdowns. With his talent and his potential, this team needs him to step up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Patrick Mahomes.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked by Chase Winovich.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big stop, let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
They'll
and
look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll run. This is White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. First carry for Damien Harris, the Alabama man.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
They run the option here on first and 10.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Patriots 3.
His kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll drop it underneath to White. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On the draw, it's White. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, here's White. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the draw, here's White. And he'll get this down only to the 18. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
Kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
Chiefs 10. Patriots 6.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Completes it to Hardman. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6.
Mahomes pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 5.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Not the kind of gain that will go out.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and it's 2nd down. Now White.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch is made by Harry.
The pass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
New England.
Going on the ground, it's White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
A pickup of 10.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
6-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Patriots 9.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Touchdown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So Stephon Gilmore, an All-Pro Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, had his first career pick 6 a season ago, and he delivers another one here. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is now a 1-point game.
His kick is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Edwards-Helaire. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier, brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Keenan Allen, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. 31-13 was the final. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
The tackle
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Number 25.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down at the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 76 yards, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The pass. Malik Jackson on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it right side to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to James White.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And he's going to be intercepted at Thornhill. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Mahomes pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Dietrich Wise Jr. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season and was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And his throw is incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Working with a 2nd and 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
We're on Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good.
His kick is...
And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Chiefs 20.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They start to drive with White, and he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.